Joe, it wouldn't be a show without talking about injuries, and there's more of them again. So Teixeira goes on the DL, and that happened when you guys were in Anaheim. What's the deal?
He's just got some inflammation in his wrist, and we got to knock it out. And we feel like the other part is healed, but it could have just been playing every day, not used to the workload, and hopefully he'll be all right in a couple weeks.
Kevin Long, your batting coach, said, I haven't seen that real explosion since the beginning. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you saw it on a couple home runs, but it just seemed like left-handed, and that's usually the swing that takes the longest for him to get going. It took him some time to get going, and he was struggling and was probably trying to do a lot of work, and it got inflamed.
All right, a 15-day DL. You hope that he gets back by the end of that stay, but for Kevin Youkilis, it's much, much more serious. His back goes out again. He goes to L.A., gets the back checked out, and they see a herniated disc. This week, he has the surgery, and he's going to be out about 12 weeks, which would lead you to the end of the season. Yeah. You have to proceed as if you're not going to have him?
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, you hope that you can get him back in the month of September, and, you know, they say 10 to 12 weeks, and you always hope it's on the shorter side. But it's unfortunate. I mean, he's had some back problems, and it's just been a struggle for him to stay healthy physically. And when he's been healthy, he's been a great player, but it's been a struggle the last couple of years.
All right, now, he was on the DL once before. Did he go on the DL because of another dive into first base? Did that exacerbate the problem? Did it cause the herniated disc, or was it just a case of not being discovered before that?
No, I mean, from the previous MRI, I don't think he had it. So I think it's just part of the game. And whatever reason, you know, they saw a herniation and they decided to do surgery.
All right, now I asked Brian this on the radio. I'll ask you right here. I mean, how do you fight the urge to go, oh, man?
It's not my personality, you know that.
That'd be mine. I would do that.
It's because I've seen these guys perform, and you know, I mean, they've worked really hard, you know, and you know, we talked a little bit about some of the struggles Vernon has. Vernon's been working hard every day down in that cage, and for him to come through, I've seen it so many times when he was with the Blue Jays. I saw it with the Angels, and I know he's capable of doing it.
But you're losing your third baseman and your first baseman in one fell swoop, and you still have to
get him back. We'll get him back.
We might not get back Youkilis.
Well, we may not get back Youkilis, but some of the guys are on the men. I got to see Derek Jeter, you know, hit on Saturday and take ground balls. And I got to tell you, he looked much better on Saturday than he did at any point during spring training, what I saw. I thought, you know, moving around. So that is a good sign. Alex took simulated at-bats on Friday down in Tampa. Servy's starting to swing a bat. Granny wanted to show me the video of him getting the pin out of his hand, and I told him, I'm not watching this. It was a pin like this long and really thin, and they just pulled it out.
And you wouldn't watch it?
No way. Granny, they numbed him up, and he watched the video. He watched him do it, and I'm like, no, I would have went down. We would have had more problems.
So how long do you think it'll be? Everybody keeps saying Granderson might be the first to return. How long do you think?
It's possible. I think right now Servy's probably a little bit ahead of him because he's actually taking swings. But Granny's got to get the strength in the hand, and then he'll start swinging.
All right, with Jeter back on Saturday, he was all smiles at the batting cage. Do you think it's a realistic thing that he's back this year? Oh,
I do. I do. Now that I see him, I believe it because I saw him moving around, and to me, he was moving around freely. Now, he's not run the bases at 100%. He is not taking ground balls at 100%. But just watching him go to his right and his left, not at 100%, it was much smoother than it was before.
Michael Pineda, a guy that you've hardly had the chance to manage. We're only hearing good things about his rehab.
Yeah, he threw well again the other night. And I think he throws again on Tuesday in Double-A. And he's pitched very well, and we're excited about him.
Do you think that far ahead, how do I squeeze him in, or you just take it as it comes?
You know, with the way things happen around here, I really haven't had to make those decisions. They just
make them for you.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll see what happens.